Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. Spawn on the left side as the, or right side as the Demon Hunter. We have Mike Rotch. Spawn as the Warlock. We have Things Are Going to Get Clowned. Is that any more? Get Clowned now. Okay. And spawn as the Apothecary, we have Overtly Gemerous. Spawn as the Licta Alpha, LunaticRed, and as the Warp Sprite Exarch, we have Bulbus, and as the Farseer, we have Lindonin.
An ally has secured a requisition point.
Up here, looks like the first engagement take place. Warlock charging forward. Licta Alpha may get a jump on him, or the lick on him. Yep, the Elite mod is always quite nice. I am not sure what was going on in the chat. I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying. Warlock does see a bit of damage there. Down south, we've got now the Apothecary and the Tactical Marine Squad advancing forward. Getting the decap from the point and getting some good damage on in. Good cast there by the Warlock, but now it's withdrawing. Apothecary is already withdrawn from the area. And sorry about that. Guardian Squad is engaged with the high ground. Tactical Marine Squad needs some healing. I get some fluid in me. And we got the Scout Squad and received a bit of fire there from the Guardian Squad, maybe trying to tighten up the melee. Farseer has not officially wearing her way back. And we've got these forces starting engaged by some of the Termagants. Over here, Guardian Squad getting some fire onto the Farseer. And Power Dragon's going up. They do update it quite often. But I think they're slowing down updates because I think one of our primary people have left, but I may be mistaken about that. So now the Flamer upgrade there on the Tactical Marine Squad. Guardian Squad is pushing forward, and we've got now the Warfire Spider Exarch teleporting forward, trying to have the Tactical Marine Squad up in melee. The Flamethrower will also be good against generators, as well as hitting all these light units. Apothecary received a fire there. Guardian Squad engaging. Howling Base charging forward, receive some fire there. Apothecary could try and melee. Got a cast there by the Warlock. And I got the Scout Squad behind some heavy power just picking away those Termagants to force them back, and the Helic Pages do fall back as well. Guardian Squad getting some damage there onto the Guardian Squad. We've got more Guardian Squads to engage the Guardian Squad and the Warlock. And the Warlock may actually go down. The Apothecary needs to get a heal off. The Apothecary did not get a heal off there. And does throw out a Purification Vial, which is basically an incendiary grenade there. Starting to revive the Warlock there, but does go down himself, just leaving the Demon Hunter to pick him up. And the Demon Hunter's just going around capping up points. Oh yeah, there's a Demon Hunter this entire game. I don't think I've seen any of his forces yet. We got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers decap point, and the Licta Alpha is going to lick them. Guardian Squad advancing forward. That's getting annihilated. There's a Guardian Weapons team in this region. Up here, we got now, looks like Strike Squad getting forced them back. Howling Base engaging the Hormagods, the Warrior Brews in the region as well. Howling Base do shot in the faces of those bugs and not run away. After all, even giant bugs don't like angry ladies shouting their faces. Guardian Squads could go for a pair of plasma grenades. Does go for a plasma grenade there, only getting damaged, nothing too significant. And now we've got the Demon Hunter being upgraded with the Emperor's Torch, which I believe is a castable damage over time ability. Basically, treat as an incendiary grenade. I suggest you only review anything that's like a damage over time ability that's on the ground as a incendiary grenade.
Allied infantry are dying. We must support them.
Guardians, oh, that was a poor plasma grenade there.
The Codex Astartes.
And I do have the Guardians team being pulled up by the Warp Spider. And let's take a quick look at everybody's compositions.
Understood.
The Apothecary right now has Scouts and Tactical Marine Squad. Tactical Marine Squad's noticing fire from Howling Banshees and Guardian Squads. The Warlock has Guardian, Howling Banshees, Guardian, Ranger. And the Demon Hunter has Inquisitor Stormtroopers, Strike Squad, and Interception Squad. The Licta Alpha has Termagants, Warrior Brood into another Warrior Brood. The Warp Spider Exarch has Guardian, Howling Banshees, Guardian Weapon Team. And the Farseer has Guardian Weapons Team. So a lot of special weapon platforms for Red. You may see the Barb Strangler, Thorn Cannon for the Warrior Brood. Its squad does get annihilated by the Oh, that was from the scout squad. That was friendly fire, wasn't it? He teleported into the frag grenade. Oof. That is a bit unfortunate. Teleportation is not instantaneous, and nor is a grenade throw. It was actually a precise hit on the teleporting squad, and the teleportation marker is very small. Just bad luck there. Demon Hunter's now falling back. We got tier 2 being researched by the Demon Hunter as well as by the Warp Spider XR. Plasma grenade thrown. It's a great hit there, knockback as well, and he will not take out that last model over there. Guardian Squad needs to fall back. Ranger Squad here, and I hear the Look to Alpha being unhappy with something. Warrior Brood, Look to Alpha pushing way forward. The power point has been decaptured, and none of the generators got destroyed. Got some great damage on all of them with the Flamer, but that's about it. Look to Alpha has been upgraded with the Eating Tetrals, giving some life leech attacks. 1.5 Adrenal Glands, giving him max health, regeneration, and energy regeneration. That's actually quite a bit. Health, energy. That's all you want. You generally want from most armor slots. Who cares about ability when you get a health regen, energy, and energy regen, all in one upgrade. Dark Reaper's now being deployed up by the Warp Spider XR. Guardian Squads seems some sniper fire. Howling Banshees and Guardian Squads advancing on forward. Up north, we do have, looks like the Crystal Stormtroopers being forced on back. Almost does go down there. Plasma Grenades could roll a big whiff. And now got the Apothecary advance forward. Does get a nice grenade there with his scout squad. And now he's going to be reviving up the Warlock.
Our Apothecary has reached level 3.
Oh, level 3, not bad. Pretty quick level 3. I suppose in this type of game, it's very easy to get. And let's take a quick look at everybody's upgrades. For their heroes, at least. The Apothecary has got the customized Stormbolter and the Purification Vials. Warlock has nothing because he just got revived. Demon Hunter still has the Emperor's Torch ability, which gets the Light Emperor. Protects allies and reveals enemies. Okay, so it's not a grenade, it's a City Grenade effect. With Alpha, of course, you know about the Feudal Tentacles and Adrenal Glands. Warp Spider Exarch has nothing. Farseer has Spirit Stones, which gives her a good team support healing ability. Passive. Does get a Warp Spider Exarch does get knocked back up by the Shakas there. Glamour Squad trying to burn some of these generators alive. Got the Termagants engaging these scout squads, and the Warp Spider Exarch just tying the scouts up in melee. Those are the Warrior Brood, needs great damage to the Apothecary, backing him up in the corner. Warlock is getting now focused down by the Lictor Alpha. Scout squad does fall back there, and now the Warlock needs to make a full retreat, doesn't make a soft retreat. Apothecary now falling on back as well, and the Lictor Alpha does get some damage there. Kinetic Pulse there, knocking out the Lictor Alpha. Warp Spider Exarch teleports around, gets some damage on in, and does get that point deactivated. Over here, we've got the Purifiers that have been deployed on the field, going for some heavy melee units. And the Demon Hunter himself is being falling back. It's been upgraded the Force Glaive. Guardian, oh, was that Plasma Cannon Devastator? Plasma Cannon Devastator now on field. Gets some serious damage to the Guardian squad. With the Alpha now been upgraded the Lone Hunter, so whenever he's not near an allied unit, which sounds like it includes allies, he does 40% more damage and takes 25% less when he's not within 30 tiles of a friendly. Scout squad now falling back. Howling Banshees upgraded with the Warp Spider Exarch and the Aspect of Strength. Got now Zone of Hope being upgraded for the Lictor Alpha. And the War Brutes have been upgraded to heavy melee weapon as well. Howling Banshees shot in the face in front of these Tactical Marine Squad, stopping their flamers from being flaming. Does throw a Purification Fire there, and that's falling back. Kinetic Burst there. Plasma Cannon Devastator finds a direct hit there, getting some serious damage across the front line. Upgrade now at level 4. And Plasma Cannon starts falling back. Another Zone of Throat being pulled on now by the Lictor Alpha. The Warpsire Exarch still no upgrades onto him. Warlock not being upgraded to Cloak of Shadows. I'm assuming gives himself, as well as maybe teammates, a camouflage effect. And now got the Warlock seeing quite a bit of damage from the Lictor Alpha. Guardian Squad pushing way forward, getting some damage from the Guardian Squad. Got these forces now pushing their way up north. Lictor Alpha does fall back, so does the Termagants. Oh, here's Scout Squad trying to capture this point. And we do just got the Dark Reapers over here as well. Haven't seen them fight just yet. Summery does not get a shot there, and his shield generator did take some hits for him. Now Summery pushing way forward, and he maybe does fall back with it as well. And got the Demon Hunter now going down. Purifiers gain some damage there onto the Farseer's been upgraded with the Doom grants the Doom ability, as well as the Ruined Armor, gaining her health, energy, and energy regen. Also grants the Second Storm ability.
Support structure complete.
Trying to eat this power trader, reclaim that power point there. Plasma Cannon damage there, finds a good hit down the Howling Banshees. Flamers push away forward, gets some good damage there. And now the point is immediately being reactivated. That actually just got deactivated. Zonos gets some damage there. That Tactical Marine Squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later. Receive quite damage, but receive a nice heal there by the Apothecary. Rolls some of a miss there with the Plasma Cannon Devastator, and does get another heal there before falling back. Look, the Alpha gains some damage there on the Plasma Cannon Devastator, but does get knocked back by the Rangers.
The Codex Astartes guides us to victory. Adding support structure.
Guardian Squad pushing way up north, trying to blow out Shield Generator and perhaps capture up some points. Red has multiple webway gates currently on the field. Guardian advances forward, look, the Alpha does fall back. Scout Squad does fall back there. Now got these forces being camouflaged, pushing the way forward, and the Howling Banshees receive quite a bit of damage there. They've been up to the aspect of fleetness. Warlock's upgraded the Warp's Way Cornos, which gives them an X sort of style melee attack. But the Shadows also gives them all this. Got a lot of forces here. We also got some Wraith Guard now being put out by the Warlock. Plasma Cannon Devastator rolls a bit of a miss there. He's hit these Warp Spiders. Plasma Cannon Devastator fires a shot there, trying to hit the Farseer. That was more friendly fire than opposing fire. Zone throws, gets some good hits there on the Farseer. And it looks like the Farseer here does get knocked down. And the Warlock gets knocked out as well. Good shot there. Plasma Cannon Devastator set up in good position to help cover the center of the map. Fires another shot there. Gains some damage there on that Guardian Squad. Or Dark Reapers, should say. Purifiers and the just the Purifiers, the Strike Squad is trying to hack apart that webway gate there. It does use the Emperor's Torch there to spot any camouflage enemies from that webway assembly. Now got these Guardian Squads before gains good damage there. Plasma Cannon Devastator gets a good hit there on the Warlock, gets a good hit there with the Plasma Grenade. And we've got now a D-Cannon all pulled on the field. I'm not sure what he's trying to hit right now. Right there. And the Strike Squad does go ahead and overrun the Guardian Weapon team there. Dark Reaper's now firing away, gets good damage on these forces, forcing them back. And I've got the Demon Hunter now engaged with D-Cannon in melee. Alright, Howling Banshees now trying to overrun the Dark Reaper squad. Shot on the faces of the zone ropes. And got quite a bit of a close, big gap there. A plasma grenade from the Guardian squad could do some good work. Decide to run away, however. You have to have the Wraith Guard here. You have the Warlock leader as well. Guardian squad advance up forward. We got the Scout squad falling back. Okay, grenades there, but didn't wipe out any squads there or gaining any model drops either. Rangers getting some hits there on the Farseer, and Howling Banshees trying to overrun the Wraith Guard. Wraith Guard decided to fully withdraw. But the Alpha partying by his lonesome, getting some good damage and receiving some good damage.
We shall make it so.
We now have a Crusader squad on the field, and someone got teleported forward. Apologies to the leader. War Spider X-Arcs or War Spiders do teleport forward. Fire grenade down the War Spiders, getting some damage from the models there, and so it's knocking back to the Farseer. Fear Fires, Crusader squad, and the Strike squad all advance forward. Game Hunter has moved them as well. War Spiders do teleport around, get some shots up before fully withdrawing. Guardian squad does see some damage there. Plasma grenade thrown, knocking back a couple of models there. And now the Warlock's now engaging in melee. D-cannon firing away. There's the D-cannon right there. And Zone Throws do now finally fall back. With the Alpha starting to engage, he has full respect to these forces. Tactical Marine Squad trying to decapture this point once again. There's a Psychic Storm ability now being utilized. Let's deactivate that point there. Now got the War Spider getting some great damage there. And the Farseer does heal up the Tactical Marine Squad upon retreat to make sure they don't drop any more models or get wiped. With the Alpha selfing around trying to find another engagement.
An ally has secured a requisition point.
Ranger squad is falling on back. Of course, they are camouflage revealing squads, so able to spot the Elect Alpha that's in camouflage. Now, how to make sure to decapture this point themselves.
We have 300 points remaining.
Warlock charging forward, makes the Witchblade coordinates ability right there. Yes, we do. Getting some great damage there on the Howling Banshees. The Elect Alpha sees quite a bit of damage as well. Over here, got these forces advanced forward. Pretty good firing line there. The cannon's firing away somewhere. And these guys are receiving a bit of damage there. Wraith Guard can get some good damage on in. And looks like there's the cannon ability right there on shot. Get some good damage there. Ooh, that's some really good damage there. As the Guardian weapon team does go down right there. The cannon's still up and going. These forces are making their advance. Got the Purifiers engaging as well as the Strike Squad. Witchblade Cornus get some great damage there as well. Got the Emperor's Torch ability right there. And May can see a squad wipe there. Does take out one of the Warp Spiders. The other Warp Spider does see the damage over time grenade. And woo, get gunned down there. Or burned alive from the grenade. Both those Warp Spiders are now down. Big loss there for the Farseer. And now do have a fire personnel pulling field by the War Spider X-Arc. And the Farseer has no pull up to Farseer Councils. Sometimes Purifier trying to engage the fire personnel up melee. Do have a decent weapon versus it. Nice force pushing around, engaging the Guardian Squad there to get good damage onto it. We now have some Paladin or Great Knight Terminators now pulling the field. And it looks like we do have also the Tactical Marine Squad falling back as well. So Rangers gain some damage down the Howling Banshees. It does get some of these guys lift on up thanks to the oh, that's just a side cannon. He has access to side cannon, so he has some access to some ranged weapons. And we now got the Dark Reapers engaging these Grey Knight Terminators. Let's get a shot there, knocking out some of those forces. Wraith Guard and Advanced Forward trying to get some good damage on in. Fireproof is not healed whatsoever, so could potentially get taken out by additional damage. Zonothropes firing away, getting some damage onto the Wraith Guard, trying to stop them. Agenda going on up, Rage is still firing away. We got this Guardian Squad now falling back. So they're firing some shots there onto the Guardian Squad, but rolling misses. You have that what's called Shimmering Shield. It denies all range damage into the side of it. Deployed up by the War Spider. Shimmering Orb, or Shimmer Orb. There's a good damage there onto the War Spider X-Arc now. And War Spider X-Arc does full withdrawal. There's the beacon, I believe I just hear. Got some good shots over onto these forces. Got the Wraith Guard, or Warrior Brew could advance forward. Advance these forces, Terminators on advance forward. Plasma Cannon Devastator still in the same position. Right now, Blue does a superior number of VPs. The Pure Force score does fall back there. And good hits there onto the Carnifex. The nearby squad could go down the Warrior Brew. Taking quite a bit of damage there. A lot of good shots there onto the... wait, that's not a Carnifex, it's a Swarm Lord. Ugh. I can't believe I missed a red back. Plasma Cannon Devastator finds a good hit there on its own Terminators. Start phase 4, we now have a Zonothrope now on the field, and the Swarm Lord does go down. More Holly Benches shot in the faces of the Look to Alpha, and now do got some good damage there on the Fire Prism. I think the Apothecary is aiming for a land rid of the amount of resources they have stored up. The Fire Prism does go down. Dark Reaper down to one last model there. I think he maybe just saved Kid at this point in time. We now have an Avatar Ward put up by the Forest here, making his advance. Good damage there, knocking back a lot of those forces. We do now have the Fire Prism advancing forward, trying to get some damage on in. Seer Council pushing way forward, got the Howling Bitch shot in the faces of the Warlock. And now got the, ooh, that's a lot of damage onto that Avatar. The Avatar goes down to not to heavy melee weapons, to the Crusaders and the Grey Knight Terminators. Another squad goes down right there. Wraith Guard is still in the region. They probably did some good damage as well. And does get a good knockback there. The Warlock may go down to the Fire Prism. It does fall back now. And it looks like the Spear, the Farseer does go, not Farseer, the Warlock leader there does go down. Not sure what's been cast right there. Ah, it's just the ability there. War Spider X-Arc being forced on back. Zonothrope now advancing forward. Dark Reapers firing away. Oh, we got Arch Tark now being put on the field on top of the Plasma Cannon Devastator. Getting some great damage there. Almost annihilates him. Jumps on the top of these forces, knocking back the Rangers. Now we've got the Fire Prism now getting some shots there onto the Dark Reapers, forcing them back as well. They are being upgraded the aspect of the Reaper. We've got Tier 3 now being researched by the Warlock. And that will make it all players now have Tier 3. Guardian Squad, their decan does go down right there. Blue has a significant amount of force here.
Understood.
Now we've got something cast right there. Could be Paladins. And it is regular Terminators now put up by the Apothecary, who now has 2 squads of Apothecaries. or not apothecaries, Terminators. Both of them, one's being upgraded to Cyclone Missile, the one's already upgraded Cyclone Missiles, got soon to be double Cyclone Missiles. Red's now trying to decap, or Blue's trying to decap this point there. They do have a superior number of VPs. Guardian Squad's being forced them back. Does get some damage there. Rallying Page is moving around.
My brothers must stand alone for now.
Diversion Beamer now set on up, getting some damage there onto the Fire Prism. Rallying Page trying to hack apart the Fire Prism as well. And now we got another Swarm Lord on the build queue. He says some nerve throw. He has a Hormagaud here that may have been for the drop pods. Up here, or the Howling Pages do fall back right there. We got blue now advance forward. Cyclone Missiles do roll some misses there. Now got the Crusader Squad engaging these forces. And it looks like the Termagon Squad does fall back. Or get wiped out. Ugh, I get all my words mixed up. Do not have the Warlock receiving a bit of fire there. I've got the Alpha receiving now damage, a shield by the Warp Spider, but now the Warlock is trying to hack them apart as well. Purification Files does connect right there, or some sort of grenade. And we now got Eldritch Storm being cast on in. Piranha Formation as well. Looks like bringing their nukes. The Warlock still has access to his nukes, so we may see that. Now I've got Orbital Strike now being poured on in. And is that maybe the Eldritch Storm right there? Yep, there's another Eldritch Storm there. Just one person cast a nuke, that everybody realized, like, hey, I can cast a nuke as well. So we got 4 nukes in very close succession right there. Hard to say how much damage was done. Right now, the Valkyrie still has an infantry force. I think everybody still has a decent force on the field. And now these capillary towers are starting to be picked on off. Avatar War not being able to do Q4, the Farseer. And down south, got the Dark Reaper's Fates forward, trying to get some damage onto this power generator. Look at Alpha trying to go for a lick. And we'll go ahead and get some licking there. Ranger Squad receiving a bit of damage there. Got a cast of some sort of thing right there. Cyclone Missiles running on in, trying to get this Fire Prism, getting some damage on them. Nothing too significant, but nothing to ignore either. Gemerous teleport forward, trying to keep this area secure, and the Warp Spider XR does teleport out of there. And the Nerve Throat does go down to the Storm Bolters of the Terminators. Seer Council advance forward. Ranger Squad falls on back as well, and now we've got the Ultron advance forward has been upgraded to Executioner. And these forces are trying to engage over here. Plasma Grenade does connect by the Guardian Squad. It does get a Purification Vial off right there. Gets good damage over time. Our Seer Council may get wiped out, severely wounded, and Seer Council does get wiped out there. Fire Prism advance forward, trying to get some damage on these forces. They want to go for high explosive there, but there's a lot of good healing regen there onto these Terminators. Guardian Squad has seen a bit of fire there. It does go a plasma gun or a plasma grenade. You now have another Avatar War on the field. The Alpha does have the Swarm Lord and now has Gene Stealers, Zone of Rope, and as well as now another squad of Genes and Stealers. Virgin Beaver does take out one of those Fire Prisms. Fire Prism engaging over here does get a nice little cast there by the Avatar War. And the other Fire Prism does go down as well. Got the big cast there by the Avatar War, getting some good damage there. Forces receiving quite a bit of damage there by the Fire Prisms. Fire Prisms already go down as well. Got the Gas Terminators getting some good damage onto it. It does take it out. Getting some good damage there onto the Avatar. The Avatar will manage to skip onto there for its first year, kind of pushing forward, trying to get some good damage on it. And now I got the Witchblade Coronos ability right there. Fired some cyclone missiles there, annihilating all those power generators, and almost on the point deactivated as well. Howling Banshees do shot in the faces of front of the Howling Banshees, and now we've got the Guardian Squad going to be hacked apart by the Howling Banshees. Or by the Warlock, who's been an upgrade of the Providence, grants the Providence ability, and we're shooting that blue shield. Renders the Warlock invulnerable and immune to knockback. For 15 seconds? What? 15 second invulnerability? Apothecary now seeing a bit of damage there. Does have the armor of the Apothecarian. Yeah, I've got the Terminators firing away, getting some great damage on those Gene Stealers and starting to kill them off. Gene Stealers will in fact go on down. And the Apothecary is falling back, seeing quite a bit of damage there. He does heal himself right there. We got the Swarm Lord pushing forward, gets good damage on in. The Gene Stealers have an upgrade of the Rending Claws, as now just being reinforced as well by the Swarm Lord. Is about to go down, and the Swarm Lords receive 5 damage as well. The Swarm Lord needs to fall back as soon as he can. Looks like he will just go down to the Terminators, which still have plenty of health remaining, and there goes the Swarm Lord once again. Got the After War getting some good cast there, both receiving fire from the Fire Prism. And now here another cast there. Cannon on the high ground, and blue actually lost. It felt like they were in such a good position. Red threw away a lot of forces, but overall they played the VP game. As Angrade saying, "Thanks for watching, and on to the next replay."